vengeance.
All right. AWO here. Order. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Vito. Vito sucks. All right, I'm here. AWO here. Order in the house. How you guys doing, man? This could be a short stream, I think, because it's a little later than usual. But I'm in the house, so come say hello in the chat, please. I would appreciate it if you can. If you're in the chat, your wife has a big ass. Yes, she does. The biggest ass in the whole wide world. That's a fact. That's a fact. She does have the big ass. Jamie Hayter has a die. There. Apparently, Jamie Hayter lost weight. All right, man. The Batman Saga. Well, she's British. Batman Saga, and I can tell you one thing: blinded. I don't know. Blinded's probably asleep. Okay, but blinded is not going to be happy because blinded has been harping on this. Oh, they should just merge the universes. Well, yeah, that's ain't happening. That's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. So Blinded must be very, very upset. I don't know. Okay? He must be very, very upset. Okay? If you know what I'm referring to, Matt Reeves basically squashed some people's minds that Batman Part 2 is going to be the DCU. No, Batman Part 2 is going to be Elseworlds. He's completely squashed that. He squashed that idea. But he did say he's open to directing. Okay, he did. He did say he was willing. Okay. Red celebrates 1 month of membership. Reeves versus Joker versus. Okay. Where was it? But he did say he was willing to direct. Where is this? He did say he's willing to direct a movie in the DCU. He did say that. He did say that. Okay. Red celebrates 1 membership. You know, do me a favor. Super chat, like, share, subscribe. Okay. He did say that. Matt Reeves did say he's willing to. Let me see if I can find it where I saw that. Okay. It's DCU Prime TV. It's somewhere. He's open to do a DCU project in it. Yeah, he's open to do a DCU project in the future. He's open. Part 2 of The Brave and the Bold. Yes, and why is Red the only one in the chat? Where is everybody else? Okay. So okay. Also, I mean, can he direct Brave with the first Brave with the Bull that Eddie Buscietti? Can he do that instead? I know Blind would love that. Blind would be like all over that. Trust me, he'd be like all over that. Okay. Trust me, he would be. He would be. I know. Blind would be, yes, yes, yes. And then Bill probably say, nah, you know what? That's a good idea, but I like another director. Let him focus on the Batman stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't see. Okay, okay. Here it is. Yeah. Remember for 1 month. Yeah, AEW for life. 1 month. Right here. Matt Reeves directs James Gunn writes Robert Perez and Colin Farrell stars him. Yeah, it's funny because Colin Farrell says he may not be in the movie a lot. He did say that, which I found intriguing. You know, and they're talking about a possible season two of the Penguin show, along with other characters getting a show. He talked about that. He also talked about how the Batman Part Two is going to dig deeper into Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's going to be more detective work. It's going to continue progression of Batman, his arc, Bruce Wayne, Batman's arc. He also revealed today that the villain. He didn't say who the villain is. He did not say who the villain is, but he confirmed that the villain has never been seen on the movie before. Never been seen in the movie before. He confirmed. Yeah, is that what he said? The villain part has never really been done in the movie before. So he's confirmed the villain for Batman Part 2 has never really done in the movie before. So, main villain. Okay. So, obviously, Joker's not. Obviously, that leaves the Joker out of there, right? That leaves Penguin, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, Two Face, Poison Ivy, Bane, Scarecrow, Walter Al Ghul, Zaz maybe? Because Zaz is technically been in the first Batman movie. Okay. The Falcons. Okay. So. okay, Red. You do that. You play. So, I might be forgetting some other villains. Okay. But that have appeared in live action movies. But the ones I know that haven't appeared in live action movie, and I guess you can add soon. You're gonna add Clayface to that list because of his movie. But so we'll add Clayface to that list, okay? Because that movie's coming out before the Batman, so we'll add Clayface to that list. So my guess is the villains are, Court of Owls, Mad Hatter, Hush. Okay. I mean, oh yeah, Talia al Ghul is one of them from the past. Okay. Firefly, who almost was in live action. Killer Moth. Black Mass was live action. Oh, Mr. Freeze was he show. Mr. Freeze, no, Mr. Freeze was already shown in the movie. Remember that. Okay. Harley Quinn, obviously. Well, Hush, Black Mass, Hush, Man Bat. Okay. Oh, Killer Croc already saw live action. If not Mr. Freeze, it'll be Mr. Freeze. Okay. Okay, Red, as you say. Red knows everything. Well, Red knows all. Red's my source. Oh, I have to turn this on too. James Gordon Jr. Yeah. Who else? Punchline. Who else? Who else hasn't been seen live action yet? Who else? Who else? I can't think of any. The White Rabbit. Oh, White Rabbit has seen live action. Oh yeah, and Peacemaker. That counts. Who else hasn't? Who else? Who else? James Gordon Jr. wasn't live action. When? Uh, who else? I'm gonna see what Batman villains. Deadshot we already saw. Hugo Strange. No, we haven't seen Hugo Strange in a movie. He was in the Gotham show, but so it could be Hugo Strange is possibly in it. I did say Man Bat. Poison Ivy we already saw. Ventriloquist, or Duck Arnold Wesker, I guess. Anarchy? I don't know. Anarchy? Nah. Not Brother Eye. Calendar Man, maybe. Maybe Calendar Man. Nolan Batman. Claw King, Copperhead, Dr. Death, Simon Hurt. Yeah, some of these characters I'm mentioning now, it seems really, really unusable. Maxim Zeus. If Maxim Zeus is in it, I'll laugh. Prometheus, no. Prometheus is not really a Batman villain. Vandal Savage is not really a Batman villain. Blockbuster, don't know. Black Mask actually isn't a Joker in disguise. That's referring to Arkham Origins, right? Yeah, that's referring to Arkham Origins. Yeah, that was bad. Okay. Calendar Man. Oh, Calendar Man, we did see live action. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Played by Sean Gunn. Can you imagine if it's Sean Gunn? Deathstroke. Well, technically, we did see him live action for like 2 minutes. For 2 minutes. Okay. Condom King. Kite Man Condom King. That's funny. Condom King. Instead of Condiment King. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's funny. All right, I'm back. Condom King. So yeah, he said it's gonna be a villain we haven't seen really live action before. So it's gonna be a new villain. Now, League of Assassins. A lot of people are thinking it's gonna be Hush. Hush. Thomas Elliott. Hush actually might be established in the DCU already. Oh, the cool play by Lee Nielsen. Jim Carrey played. Oh no, Jim Carrey really was the Riddler. Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Uh, What's his name? What's his name? Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face, not the Phantasm. I don't know. Phantasm hasn't really been used that much, right? Like she's one of the best animated comic book movies, Master Phantasm, but she hasn't really been used that much. And I really don't know why. Right? She's. I mean, they have used her. They have used her in comics and other things for a little bit, but they haven't really used her. Scarecrow played by Cillian Murphy. Remember the Scarecrow? Remember the Scarecrow after the first Batman movie, trilogy movie, Nolan trilogy movie, was kind of a joke character. He just had cameos, right? He was just there for cameos. Remember that? Just remember that, right? Okay, so what else? What else did he say? So he did confirm that Batman Part 2 is a DC Elseworld project and not in the DCU. Okay? And a certain detractor, a certain YouTuber is having a meltdown over all that. It's having a meltdown being played by Tom Holland. Dude, you have to get like two or three Tom Hollands to play Bane, right? Okay? Can you imagine Tom Holland on Lloyd's on the Venom? You need like five Tom Hollands. A certain YouTuber is having crisis. Isn't it crazy that Tom played Bane or Venom when when Bane attacks Venom, he gets bigger and stronger while Venom is bigger and stronger. Okay, yeah. I know what you're doing there. You're having fun. You're having fun because you're talking about, you really mean Tom Hardy, but I know you're playing Tom Holland on purpose. Tom Holland on purpose. It's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, all right. There's other things with Batman. Other things from the Batman, all right? Okay. So let me see what else, all right? I don't think Venom has the N-word pass. I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so. I know the joke, but red. Um, he does have a bit of white, doesn't he, Venom? So I don't know if he gets the N-word pass. Okay, he has a bit of. Could he be? Is Eddie Brock? Shit. Oh look, I mean the symbiote, the red, the red is white. I don't know, man. Ah, man. I don't know. I know you're trying to say. Matt Reeves talks about the Batman Part 2, highlighting Bruce Wayne's story at the primary focus rather than Batman. Discusses the process of selecting the villain for the sequel. I'm reading this right now. I had a lot of ideas, and then Matt Tomlin, who is my writing partner, we began the process of this by doing another deep dive into comics, exploring the ideas that I had. He gave me ideas that he had. We sat down together and watched a lot of movies, honestly. There's an explanation to be had, and one explanation for me was to do something that pushes even farther into the character of Bruce Wayne. Because the first story is so much about Batman, so picking the right villain that digs into what it does, and this is what draws it. Oh, okay, okay, Venom probably does. And he probably so okay. So part two is about Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne. More he's gonna focus more on Bruce Wayne. So now with the villain in mind, it's gonna be somebody personally close to Bruce Wayne, not just Batman. So Mad Hatter, I'll take out of the running. Man Bat, I'll take out of the running. Okay? Okay? Okay, I'll take those two out of the running. They don't have a close in the comics. They don't really have a close relationship with Bruce Wayne. It's not right. Those two villains out. Okay. Cliff. Who else? Hugo Strange. It's possible Hugo Strange, but not really. Hugo Strange is focused on Batman, not particularly Bruce Wayne. That's his. That's always been Hugo Strange's thing. Okay. Okay. It could be so. It could be. It could be definitely. Poor Alex could play into this for sure. Court Owls could play into this. It could be history, Court Owls and the Reigns and all that stuff, obviously. Hush, definitely very high possibility could play into this because of Red says here. Red, basically with the hints, the Easter eggs of in the first movie, Edward Elliot, who is the journalist for the Gotham Gazette, who got rocked. Thomas Wayne wanted silence, but not killed, just silence, not to go through with the story, right? And then we saw the big word hush, because hush means quiet, right? Keep quiet. Hush money, you know the term hush money, to keep quiet, right? So if it is about more Bruce Wayne, this movie is to be more about Bruce Wayne. Of course, Batman's gonna be focused, but it's gonna be more Bruce Wayne because yes, in the first movie, he was 95% Batman focused. We didn't see much of the Bruce Wayne part. We saw a little bit, easy bit, but now it's about developing the Bruce Wayne persona, the one we're all used to, the more outgoing, not outgoing, but the one that goes in public. It's always has a woman by his shoulder, drinks champagne's always invited to parties, galas, whatever. That, but there's more to that. And I can't, like, hush. It can be good series, but he. No, he isn't. I don't think he is in the MCU. It's actually the MCU. It's actually Wong who's the Sorcerer Supreme. Remember, you know what happened, right? It's because Doctor Strange got snapped and Wong didn't. So once Doctor Strange got snapped, Wong became the new Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, but I like the joke. I like the joke. I really like the joke here. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's a good joke. Okay, but so Hush sounds perfect here for sure. I mean, Black Mass, moments beyond this. There's a history there with the Reigns. This saga is clearly focused a lot on on Batman, and Bruce Wayne, right? This is going to focus on a lot of the Bruce Wayne side of things, and I guess if they do a third movie, it's going to be a bit of both, right? They're going to walk into the League of Assassins, Lieutenant. Ah! But I assume the third movie, it's going to be focused on Bruce Wayne and Batman equally. Okay, equally. I do. That's the thing. I think Christopher Nolan got away from that in The Dark Knight, but he brought back in the Dark Knight in the Dark Knight Rises the Bruce Wayne side of things. Okay, because we want to see we do want to see Bruce Wayne sometimes out of the mask, right? We do want to see our hero sometimes not in costume, see what they're really like. Yeah, we always know Bruce Wayne's a playboy billionaire, but why is he like not in the public? Why is he like with friends, just but as just Bruce Wayne, not as Batman, right? I don't mean in costume, but if he's just with friends like Alfred, what if that's Lucius Fox? What if he be friends? I don't know. What if it is Thomas Elliot? What if Thomas Elliot comes back to town? I don't know. What if he, needs we need to see that more to Bruce Wayne. And I think, TJ, and I think obviously watching the Batman Part One, as the movie goes, yeah, the movie most of the time's in the mask. But as most of the time the movie goes, you do see bit of the Bruce Wayne side of things developing. I'm not talking about the Playboy persona, but I'm talking about the part of getting through things, realize he's not the only one that has problems, has issues in life. Selena Kyle, others, right? But Selena Kyle, things like that. Selena Kyle wants to find out who killed her father, right? He's fine, and you can see him developing more of a less reclusive mindset or something like that, right? Don't get me wrong. Batman is always going to be little. It's always not little, but he's always going to be self-guarded. But I think he's realizing that it's okay to have a life in some way, because in the Batman, he doesn't want a life. Basically, he wants to be Batman 24/7, and he knows it's not healthy. He can't be Batman 24/7 because it's going to get to the point where he can't do this. He's human, right? He's human, and we know his mission is he wants to die as Batman. Don't get me wrong, but he knows his mission. His mission is to get rid of crime, but that's an impossible mission to do in any real life or fictional. Really, you can't get rid of crime. Can't get rid of crime. The only way, well, you can technically get rid of crime. You know how you get rid of crime? If you make everything illegal. There is a solution. That's the only way to get rid of crime. The only way to get rid of crime, make everything legal. Everything legal. Murder, stealing, rape, fraud, all that stuff. That's the only way to get rid of crime. In an uncivilized society. Okay? That's the only way to get rid of crime. Maybe he could do better by reducing the possible of crime happening. And Batman, yeah, Batman could do this. He could stop crime from happening, right? He could stop robberies, right? He could do that. But the thing is, how do you prevent people from becoming criminals in the first place, right? As Bruce Wayne, there's ways you can prevent people from becoming criminals, right? But Batman, yeah, learn how to have a family. Like also as a Bruce Wayne, like Batman cannot just you could prevent crime. You can't prevent crime, but you could moderate. You could not moderate, but you could reduce the. You could not control it and not prevent. Well, you could prevent crimes from happening, but you can't prevent full crimes from fully not happening, right? Like you could reduce the possibility from crime happening, right? But that doesn't. But sure, you could. But sure, this role of fear. This role of fear, Batman installs fear. But the thing is, you have villains in the Batman world. They're not scared of Batman. Like Joker is not scared of Batman. Most of the villains are not scared of Batman. But how do you prevent criminals becoming criminals? It's simple. It's a simple way. There's some simple ways. You can't do it through Batman. Bruce Wayne has to do it through charities and donations, things like that. He could donate to an orphanage, right? He could donate to an orphanage. He could open up a school. He could donate money to a borough that needs, a poor area in Gotham where the non-wealthy live, and they need clothes and housing, stuff like that. He can help with that, where people may not be forced to steal or join gangs to survive. Yeah, right. Batman cannot do that. Batman cannot do that, but Bruce Wayne can, and Bruce Wayne has in the comics. He has. Bruce Wayne has. Okay. That's okay. You know what they say? Money and the renewal, yeah, and in the Batman Part One renewal thing, the whole thing, the renewal thing with his father. That's supposed to help with the orphanage, right? And then his father got killed, right? With his mother, and the renewal thing got manipulated and split into different corrupt parties, the Falcones, Maroonies, corrupt politicians, corrupt attorneys, right? And that money was supposed to help out the orphanage, right? Okay. You can still do it through. You can still help out, do all that. Okay. Batman cannot go in this poor area of Gotham and fix things. Bruce Wayne can. And if you watch the Batman Part One, the mayor who becomes the mayor, right? Because she is obviously forced in to become the mayor because her political opponent, who was running for re-election, was assassinated, killed by the Riddler at the beginning. When she confronted Bruce Wayne, I think when Bruce Wayne was at the funeral for the mayor, right? For the mayor that was winning, right? Her competition. And she confronted Bruce Wayne, you could help out a lot of the cities, right? Basically, asking for because she knows his parents did, right? Basically, right? You can help out a lot. Your money, your funding, your charities, your company can help out a lot with the city. And I think you're going to see that. Help develop this Batman character. Have a villain that this Bruce Wayne character. Have a villain that's close to Batman and Bruce Wayne. That could be Corvallis, could be Hush. Now I don't know how you do Hush. I really don't know how you do Hush. What is going to differentiate between him and Riddler? Okay. Okay. And I can tell you for a fact this is going to be. I can tell you for a fact that this is not joining the Batman. The Batman is not joining DCU because there was a poster of Roger Elliott, not the photo of Roger Elliott, but Roger Elliott named right on the Clayface set. Roger Elliott in the comics is the father of Hush. Thomas Elliot. Let you know. But I do think Edward Elliot. The thing is, I do think Edward Elliot is. No, I don't think they want to use Bane either. But I do believe Roger Elliot is the father of Hush. But Edward Elliot is in the comics. Edward Elliot is actually one of the founding fathers. This is from Batman Gates of Gotham, so I don't know what canon this is. But Edward Elliot actually is related to Hush. Edward Elliot is considered the great-great-grandfather of Thomas Elliot. The great-great-grandfather of Thomas Elliot. So I don't know how in the Batman, Edward Elliot will relate to Hush, really, because they could change it. He can make it father, grandfather. They can, technically, if you want. But I don't know how they can use Hush in the Batman, how they use Hush. I know Matt Reeves has said in the past before he really likes Hush. Really likes Hush. Okay. Really likes Hush. All right. Sorry for the dead air. I was just checking something. Excuse me. Well, TJ, Matt Reeves said a villain that hasn't been seen before on the movie, live action. Black Mask was in The Birds of Prey. Also was Zaz. So that's what he said. A villain he hasn't seen on live on a we haven't seen yet in a movie or a TV show. So it has to be. I mean, Hush has been a TV show, but not a movie. So he said it not in a movie before. So to me, it screams Hush. If this movie is about focusing a lot on Bruce Wayne, it screams Hush or Court of Owls. I mean, okay. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna move on because this is gonna be a short stream because I started late as hell. I started really, really late. Okay, so I bought the Deadpool and Batman comic today. Batman and Deadpool comic. Okay, Batman and Deadpool comic, first issue. Okay, so it's funny. Deadpool just bursts into Wayne Manor and confronts Bruce Wayne, who's just sitting there reading. And Deadpool's like, I got hired by someone to kill Batman. And Deadpool leaves, and Bruce Wayne is like, well, I gotta go out again at night. Right? Because the bat signal was up. James Gordon's there. Deadpool arrives, and James Gordon's there. And it's actually pretty funny. Batman and Deadpool, they get into a bit of a fight, and Deadpool gets actually manhandled by Batman. Actually, Batman, and this is a Marvel book too. Deadpool actually Batman actually like really manhandles Deadpool here, gets the advantage, top of Deadpool, but Deadpool is not really. Deadpool's like, yeah, I'm not gonna assassinate you. I mean, who's your? And it turns out that Deadpool's the person that hired Deadpool to take a hit on Batman turns out to be the Joker. The Joker. And then Deadpool turns on Batman, only for the Joker to turn on Deadpool. And Deadpool got Jokerized, Joker got, Joker toxin. But the thing about Deadpool, Joker toxin didn't really make him all that super, very, very crazy because he kind of what he was, but it didn't make him all that crazy. He was just smiling. He was just smiling for the whole time. It did affect him a little bit. Also, okay, and the Joker went back to jail with arrested, right? Also, there's actually mini stories in the comic too. So we got Captain America and Wonder Woman, and they have a history together. Captain America and Wonder Woman, they took out the Nazis together, and they had Hitler, who was they had Hitler who was cowering in the corner, begging, and Captain America was like had a gun to Hitler. He was thinking about executing Hitler, right? Executing Hitler, and Wonder Woman talked him out of it. Hitler executed himself. Okay, and then in the future, stuff happened to Captain America, and then he woke up in the future, and so on, so that, right? And then we had a funny one, Daredevil. So Green Arrow. So Green Arrow was fighting the Hand, right? Yeah, so the Hand was there, the Green Arrow. And then all of a sudden, Green Arrow bumped into this red-like person. Turned out to be Daredevil, right? And since Green Arrow had the bow and arrow, Daredevil thought it was Clint, Hawkeye. Green Arrow slapped, brushed it off. And they were taking on the Hand, all right? And there was this, and all of a sudden, as they're taking on the Hand, it seems like the Hand teamed up with the Arrow villain Vertigo. And the thing about Vertigo is, you know how Daredevil has his hearing, but you know Vertigo's power, right? Yeah, it really damages Daredevil's hearing because of Vertigo's power, right? His metahuman power, whatever it is, right? I don't know what kind of Vertigo's. I don't know the definition of his power, exact power, but you know how it enhances, and you know how Daredevil's enhanced hearing. So yeah, that managed to take out Daredevil and Green Arrow to Green Arrow to safety. Okay. Then we got Crypto. Oh, it became Joker, publicly face. Joker. That's right. Then we got Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark. Yeah, Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark. And nothing really interesting there. I just thought it was cute. Okay? I just thought it was cute. That's all. And then the next was, Hal Jordan in not exactly all the Guardians, but Walker Raccoon. And here's the thing. Walker Raccoon becomes a lantern, a Green Lantern. Yes, Walker Raccoon gets a Green Lantern ring. A Green Lantern ring. I'm not kidding. Walker Raccoon gets a Green Lantern ring. Okay. And then we got Old Man Dark Knight stuff. The Dark Knight. Old Man Bruce Batman from the Dark Knight versus Old Man Logan Wolverine. Yeah. And then we got this. This is in the comics. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. You're gonna all right. This you're gonna love. You're gonna love this. Yeah, you're gonna love this. Lobo and Wolverine combined. Logo. Okay? Look, Wolverine and Lobo combined. Yeah. They combined Lobo and Wolverine to be. Alright? Look at that. Yeah, I'm kidding. So you see he has the Wolverine hairstyle, the claws, right? But has the Lobo like Kazarian species structure along with the bike. Yeah, they combine. They combine. You should read it. They combine Wolverine and, and Wolverine. Here, hold on, Wolverine and Lobo into logo. Kind of, it's cool. It's kind of cool, man. Really, really cool. I can't wait to the next part of this crossover. Can't wait to the next part of this crossover. It's fun. Good artist too. You got Greg Capullo as the artist. Great artwork too, man. I think it's really, really fun comic. And the Deadpool in the you know how Deadpool is around. You know Deadpool about those jokes and his personality and man, it's like you know Wolverine can't stand him in Wolverine Deadpool. Oh my god, Batman is like Batman just wants to punch this guy. Lobo was a parody of Wolverine to begin with. So it's a good crossover. I should actually get it if you're interested. I liked it a lot. I plan to get. I know Blinded is planning to get it. And if you see in my group chat, my DM group that I created, you see me holding up the one of the covers of Batman and Deadpool. But I think this is Marvel. Was it Marvel that made this one? Yeah, it was Marvel. Yeah, it was Marvel yeah, Marvel made this one. So yeah, cover artist is Greg Capullo, penciler Greg Capullo, Terry Dawson. I don't know the answer. Adam Kubert. Writer we had Al Ewing, Ryan North, Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith worked on it. Chip Zdarsky. Yeah. Kevin Smith, I believe, worked on it might have been the Daredevil Green Arrow. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's a lot of variant covers. Okay, so
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!